Before getting ready for a show, go through the herd and look at the alpacas that could be prospects to go onto the show string. Take a look at your alpacas out in the barn and bring them in to do a hands-on inspection to select the alpacas that will be ready to go for the show. Remember your 3 P's: planning, preparation, and presentation. When you go to a show, you are presenting your farm and your alpacas, so plan well and be prepared. Start with the halter training. You can see this alpaca is very calm as the halter is placed on him. He has been used to wearing the halter and being led, so he is willing and he is not scared at all. With the correct halter fit, you want to make sure that it doesn't slip down on his nose, that it's up high and tight over the bridge of his nose, and that none of the straps are poking into his eyes or his vision. Take the time to tuck in the straps and make sure that he is totally comfortable, as this will enhance the whole experience in the show ring and he will be very calm. In preparation for the show, there are a couple things you can do to get the alpaca ready. You want to make sure that they can see clearly. You are allowed under the AOA rules to trim the top knot around the eyes so that the alpaca has a clear line of sight. You also want to check underneath the tail of the alpaca to make sure there is no manure or urine stains stuck to the tail. Take time at home to trim up the tail with the scissors, and also in the show, before you go into the show ring, take time to make sure they are clean. You also want to make sure that the toenails are trimmed. In preparation for the show, you need to look at the AOA Show Division Handbook and check that you have the correct length of fleece to be eligible for the show. Open up the fleece mid-side and take a ruler and run it along the length of the staple for the minimum length. After checking the length, you will want to take an AOA color card and check the color of the alpaca. You want to open the fleece and get down close to the skin to identify the color, as there will be some dirt and dust on the outer edges of the staple. As you can see, this fleece is a very bright white fleece at the skin, and that's the color you will enter when you enter the alpaca into the show. As the judge examines the fleece, they will work from the mid-side, pull a fiber sample, check the fineness of the fleece, also check the strength of the fleece, then work to the shoulder, to the rump, come up onto the top line, work up into the neck, and also behind the ears, and then working over onto the opposite side of the alpaca to get the full assessment of the fleece. When getting ready for the show, you want to understand the terms show-worthy and show-ready. As you've caught up the alpaca, you're going to go over and look at the physical appearance and make sure the alpaca would be in good condition and ready to go to the show. First of all, you're going to check the mouth and check that the teeth are aligned, simply by lifting up the upper lip and the lower lip and making sure the teeth meet the dental pad. Then checking the ears on your alpaca, run your hands up on the ears and making sure that they don't have any anomalies. You can see this alpaca has a halter on that is properly fitted. It's up on the bridge of his nose and he can breathe properly, and he's very calm and gentle as he's being handled. Then as you work through the alpaca, you're going to run your hand along his top line and feel his body condition. We need him to be in good body condition, have some weight on him, and also run your hands along his ribs to make sure that he's going to be able to go to the show and be shown to his best potential. Then, as you're going to check the alpaca, it's important, as these are breeding stock, that his tail doesn't have any anomalies or kinks. So you're going to run your hand along, hold the base of the tail, and then run your hand all the way along the vertebrae in the tail. Then checking under the tail, very important to check the genitalia, testicles on the males, and obviously the visual vulva on the female, to make sure that they are mature and properly developed for their age. As part of your planning and preparation, you want to read The Art and Science of Alpaca Judging, the AOA publication, and look at the emphasis chart as it will go through all the characteristics of the alpaca and look at them in the positive characteristics and negative characteristics.